Hi, welcome everyone. It's Enrico Janko, TeamAlliance. And as usual, we are on the charts. It is now 10 o'clock. It's Thanksgiving. Wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving, those that celebrate the holiday. And we all should always be giving thanks and so forth and so on. But anyway, just making a quick video on how I actually like to practice. So on days when Nadex isn't open, like today, on the weekends, I like to sit down and practice harder than everyone else. I was looking on the internet the other day, and I always like to see the comments, because we do a lot of marketing here also. And sometimes people get offended about how you market and whatnot. And they think that the first thing they always like to do is discredit what you do. So get used to that when you start, making more money and getting better at this and showing people that. They like to discredit you. But they never see behind all this, behind all the showmanship and all whatever else you see going on, really, it is a lot of practice and hard work that was put in before you even seen or any of it. All right, so I'm gonna show you some of the practice that I like to do. Since Nadex is closed, we can't use Nadex pricing, so we can't go on timing like we usually would. I mean, I can do it now, kind of, because I know kind of about where the pricing will be. But in general, if you're just starting out, you won't know what Nadex pricing is. So what I like to do is at that point, I like to go into the charts and I like to practice my trade selection. And actually, now I will use direction. All right. When we're with Nadex and on our 5-minute binaries, we got to get that timing precise. Well, while we're practicing, we don't have to really worry about our timing like that. All right. We can just get on the chart and look and learn about the market movement at different price levels. And that's very important, because that's the essence of trading. And so what we're doing, we're doing the essence of trading in the 5-minute level. So that's very immediate. So what you have to be aware of must be immediate. All right. So I want to show you how sometimes I like to get in the market and anticipate. And when I say anticipate, I don't mean act. I mean anticipate what the market is going to do. And we do that simply by practicing. You can't be the best at this. You can't take other people's money at this if you're not practicing harder than the next person. All right. So what I like to do, I'll jump in and just find any particular level. Right. This is one level I just jumped in to find. Now, what I mean about these levels right here, I'm just looking for where there's a significant turn in the market. Put it like that. Significant high or low in the market. And why is that important? Why is that important? Well, that's important because when there is a significant high or low, that is meaning there is an imbalance, out of sync, supply and demand. Demand and supply are out of sync. All right, that's what I'm talking about when I say that. So I wanted to define it and clarify it a little bit so we're all on the same page. When I say demand, I'm talking about the buyers are the demand. Supply is the sellers. All right. So when I'm talking about demand, I'm buying. And when I'm talking about the supply, I'm selling. Now, when the supply and demand is out of balance, that is the only time that price can move. All right. I want you to understand that. All right. We talk about a lot of times in our groups about consolidation. All right. That's the exact opposite. All right. The only time price can move is when there is out of sync supply and demand. Demand and supply are out of balance. One is larger than the other. When the market is in a consolidation, supply and demand are in balance. They are in sync. They are agreeing. That is why the price is not moving, because they are in agreement. All right. Now, when I'm looking at the market and looking for a good trade and learning the behavior of the markets, I want to see first the out of balance supply and demand. I want to see where the market moved and there was an imbalance, because that imbalance is going to create a good level of support or resistance. All right. And when I'm talking about a support or resistance level, I'm talking about a good supply and demand level, a place where people are clearly buying or selling. And that's important to me, because if I get into a trade and people are clearly doing one thing over the other, there's a high probability that if I take a strike that's in between or within that buying or selling that everyone is doing, that my trade is going to be a winning trade, especially in the 5-minute period. All right. And for us, even less at TeamAlliance, so we like to get in a little at the end. All right. So after all that, I want to show you. I'm just jumped into here. I say this is a good level. And then I'm just going to try to anticipate what the market is going to do, so I can start learning more about the market behavior. All right. And that's, you got to really look at the distinction of just doing your trades when you're doing your demo, and now you're walking through trying to learn the behavior of your vehicle. All right. So I picked this level, say this is 33.18 or so. Yeah, about 33.18. We could even put it up to a little bit more. Put it on 33 probably. Yeah, put it on 33.19, I guess. Right there. Nah, I'm going to 21. I'm going about 21. All right. And so now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to look at what the market is doing every time it reaches that 33.21 mark. All right. And now, and then I'll start learning how the market actually moves. All right. What are some of the things I'm going to be looking for when it hits this mark? First, let me take a step back before we even go there. This particular mark right here, I picked. Right. Look at this region right here. Let me give you some little insight of that. This region right here, if you see this region, you see that clearly people started buying there, right? Clearly people started buying. There was demand there. There was demand, all right? Especially right here at 33.21 price, you got demand. So we'll move our little bar up there to there, all right? Because we want to look at a place that, you know, is clearly in out of sync of supply and demand. So I see all that, so I'm looking there. So that's one of my first, what I call what is called probability scorers, right? You want to see how is price leaving that particular level, all right? I think that's important. So I'll just look at that. I see price left that level very quickly. So will it do it again when it comes back to that level? You see, probability. You want to get all your probabilities in a row, then take your trade on the TeamAlliance parameters. All right. So I just walk through it and just watch. See? Nothing too crazy. You're just waiting. I'm waiting for it to come down to my level here. See? And then I want to see how it actually acts when it gets to that level. All right? See down here. Oh, look. See that strength? I see some strength there on the market. Now some weakness, and now it's down to my level at 32.29. So if I was just looking and like I'm at Nadex right now, I'm at the 32.21 strike. All right, I'm going to watch and see how it behaves right there. How is it moving around that level? Let's see. All right, I see some consolidation. Right, that's consolidation. Right. Look at that. That's consolidation I'm seeing. Okay. Now I can flip over. Let's get closer to the action a little bit. All right. Now we went down. Now let's watch it even some more. We're actually below the 33.21. We're at what? 33.15. So look how it did at this level before. Right, so I'm just watching that. Just watching. We're at 33.18. My level's 33.21. Right? 33.19. Almost 33.20. Right, so I'm looking at this because I know that, okay, I should be looking to soon be in a trade. You see that? Now I get a drop down right here. So I'm learning the behavior of the market at this particular time. And that's going to be helpful when I'm ready to take my trades. Right? So I just step through that. And I just keep doing that for different strikes. All right? See, let's see does it come back up to that 33.20. Around that 33.20 mark. If it drops down even more, I'll just move our big bar right here down some more, and we'll continue to practice. All right. So on this right here, this type of practice, we're just worried about direction. We're just thinking about can we follow the direction of the market. All right. We want to learn how to anticipate the moves without acting on them. All right. Real good stuff. It'll make you a much better trader. And this is what I do all the time when I'm not training or actually trading. I'm practicing. I did this for years and I just continue to do this. This is how you can sit and learn the market, especially on the weekends. It's when you're watching TV or you finally unplug from the TV and get really serious about your business, you'll sit here and just watch the market and learn the behavior of your vehicle. All right? You figure just like people are in the gym shooting jump shots all day so they could be the best, it's the same way with you. You got to do your practice. And this is how I do it. You might choose to do it a little differently. All right. So when it came down kind of far, so I just switch back over to a higher time frame so I can see what it looks like when it gets back up into my area again. All right. And I continually just do that. Just trying to learn the behavior of my vehicle. All right. Because in my mind, if I'm not doing this, someone else is probably, and they might be more hungrier than I am, and they could take my, and you know, they could take my money, and I'm not trying to have that be done to me. So this is how we work it. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. All you guys out there, continue on, keep practicing. Don't let anyone tell you that it cannot be done. Don't let anyone tell you you shouldn't be demoing and practicing. You continue on your path. And once you learn the markets and understand how to be present in them, you won't have anything to actually be worried about, because you have confidence in your trading ability and being able to practice by just looking at and trying to anticipate the right direction at different strike prices. Different price levels will help you out immensely. All right. It will help you out a lot. Just go back into your chart at any, as far back as you want to go. Sometimes I'll just pick any time. I'll take my chart. Let's go here. Take it from, let me see.